Everyone, this message that I have today is actually for Nigerians in diaspora. Over 40% of my viewers are Nigerians in diaspora, and I appreciate every one of you. I get people who tell me that every day I post it, my channel is on notification, and they always get it, they watch it and all of that. I sincerely appreciate every one of you. I have this message particularly for you. And just now I was reading of a young person in UK that collapsed, a Nigerian in UK that collapsed at the warehouse where he was working, and he died. And they're looking for GoFundMe to be able to bring him home to bury. In the last few months, there have been quite a number of deaths of Nigerians in diaspora. And this is the message I have. But before I even go into the message that I have, I want to say something about a time when I was in the UK. I think that was this year, around during the summertime. I was in Scotland. And so, knowing how Scotland is, by 3 a.m. the sun is shining. And I use those moments sometimes to go for my walk. I walk 10 kilometers every day. And so I will use that moment to just quickly start sleeping. I normally don't sleep early, so let me just finish my walk and then I'll come and sleep. Most times in those walks, the people that I see who are either like returning back from work or going to work are black people. And I don't have any study done. I don't have anything to be able to collaborate what I'm saying, but I'll just tell you what I saw. So these black people, and most of them looked like people who had emigrated. What am I saying? Nigerians in diaspora, especially those that have gone, they either have jackpot or something. They are walking themselves to the grave. It needs to stop. You do matter. Your life matters. I know, yes, there's a need and a pressure from back home, people who are making demands on you, people who are families that are waiting, expectation. Everybody wants you to solve, their problem. And we've all been brought up to believe that we have to solve everybody's problem. The money that you have, yes, it's not for you alone. Everybody must have of it and that. But there's a saying that you cannot help the poor by being poor yourself. And I also want to add, you cannot help the poor by being in the grave. Most of you are walking yourselves to the grave. Let me repeat, it needs to stop. The people that you're killing yourselves to work and get money for them, first of all, 99% of them do not appreciate you because they feel that you should do more. After all, you are in abroad and you are cutting money anyhow. Meanwhile, you are there, you have no savings, you have nothing. You're literally working to be able to maintain the people that are back home in Nigeria. And yet, it is not appreciated. If anything were to happen to you today, you're not even, let's even leave death out of it. Maybe you came back to Nigeria, or you've not really been able to amass something that people would think you should amass. Those same people that you have helped constantly are the ones that are coming to insult you and say, with all the opportunity he or she had, they never did anything. Meanwhile, your money was the one that was used to pay school fees, take care of people, pay hospital bills, send feeding money. But they will never understand, they will never remember. I saw a story where someone had put out a tweet, and he said that this person was the one who was the breadwinner of the family, helping everybody and everyone. And then there was this change in the circumstances. I think he lost his job or his business. And his mother said to him, so all those years you did not save anything. But what Mama forgot is that, how could he have saved anything when he was the one that carried the whole family? When people sat down and waited for him, did nothing. The thing is this, if you don't help the people back home, they will help themselves. They will find alternative. The day you die and enter the grave, guess what? They will look for some other person that they start asking and start billing. Yes, you might have that guilty feeling, oh, if I'm not helping, I did this one. As much as you can, crush that guilty feeling. Don't walk your way to the grave. Many people have fallen into this trap. Yes, the jobs are by the hour. Every, what's it called now? Every overtime, everybody that is not doing their work, everyone, you're collecting. Body no be wood. it is truly not good. It is your body, and you have to look after it. There is only one you in this world. You are an endangered species, and so therefore, you know what they do with endangered species? They give them privileged treatment. You have to give yourself privileged treatment. You have to put yourself and your health first. You have to learn to say no. It's no, no. Say it without any guilty feelings. Sometimes they will emotionally try to blackmail you. They will say also, stop it. One of the things that I now say to people is that if God does not punish you for you not helping yourself, God will not punish me because I refuse to help you. You have to come to a place where you know this is what you give for charity every month. If it reach that level, leave it. Nigerians in Nigeria don't have sense. So I'm in Nigeria. I'm one of those people that don't have sense. You know one of the reasons why we don't have sense? Because we have people that will be billing. As long as we continue to bill people, we will not have sense. We will sit down, the hardship that is being caused, we will sit down and do nothing about it, because it's very easy to send tests and say to somebody, my child is sick, my child is dying, and my wife is sick, my wife is dying, my husband is sick, my husband is dying. We've not, it give us money. But when you ask them to go to their government that have been wasting their money and ask for that help, they don't do it. So indirectly, you are also the problem of us here in diaspora. Of us here in Nigeria. Those of you in diaspora, I've said it to many people in diaspora. This sending money anyhow, you have turned us into beggars with our hearts, and we don't know how to stand and fight for ourselves and go there and get a nation that works for everybody. Some will say, but we can't stop it. How do we stop it? We have to help people. Yes, you are helping them. You are killing them. And also killing yourself and sending yourselves to the grave. Let me repeat, this message is for my fellow brothers and sisters in diaspora. Don't walk yourself to the grave because you want to fulfill certain needs. When you die, life will continue. Nobody will cry for 24 hours without eating food. Even if they don't want to eat, they will be forced to eat, because we say to the person, eat so that you have strength. After all, like my mom will always say, it is with strength though that you will cry. So eat. At a very young age, or as a young mother or young wife, I thought about this thing. I said, nobody will cry for 24 hours without eating. So I used to put myself first. It's not easy, I can tell you that. Getting to that mindset. Even myself, that's how I used to. My first business collapsed because family. Oh, we've not eaten today. I will send the money. Oh, this, I will send. Guess what? The business collapsed. And when the business collapsed and I had nothing, for over a year or two, I was sitting down like that. Nobody said to me, Aisha, how do we get that business back up? It was only my husband that came and stayed. So when I started my second business and the demand started coming again, I minded myself. But I still didn't get enough sense until one day I found out that a cousin of mine was building houses. And here I am, as of that time, any millions. I don't have any house. Solving problems, paying school fees. Even though I still pay the school fees now, but at a level that it's not going to affect me, it's not going to affect my health. But a lot of our brothers and sisters in diaspora, and even some here, they are doing it at a level that is affecting their health. Why the diaspora one is different is that because there are so many hours that come, that temptation, oh, I can earn $90 here, I can earn £100 here today, let me do it. It's affecting a lot of people. And so that time when I saw that my cousin, I had to sit down and say to myself, one day these people will abuse me and say, oh, for all the opportunities she had and all the millions she made, she never did anything for herself. And that was why I had to cut some of the expenses and also started building. And that was why in 2007, I started my own building. I started building. You know something about helping people is that if you are climbing a tree and there are people pulling you down, you can never get to the top. But if you shake off the people that are pulling you down and you take yourself all the way to the top of the tree, you can put your hand down and lift people to be at the top of the tree. Do you get? So you now lift many people to come and meet you at that top of the tree. But if you continue, for those who allow themselves to be pulled down with all the little bits and whatever, guess what will happen? All of you will be at the bottom of the tree. Let me repeat what I said earlier. You cannot help the poor by being in the grave. Thank you so much.